Hello, hello everyone. How are we doing? It is good to see you all. We are back in for some more Lotro today. I hope everything is looking good. Ooh, I accidentally just turned that down a little bit too much. How are we all doing? It's good to see everyone. Good to see you, Meowcat. Nice with the first as well if you're still around, but all good if you're in bed already. I hope you have a good sleep. I hope you get some sleep. Good to see you, Tristan, as well over on YouTube. Love the jam sesh. Hell yeah. Yeah, love this. Good track, right? It's a good track. And Poison as well, and Marv over on Twitch. Good to see you guys. How are you all doing? All right. So yeah, today we are just going to be getting back into Lord of the Rings Online, doing some more leveling through Mirkwood. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I probably won't mess around for too long. I'm just going to make sure everything's all up and running, right? Mix it up's up. Yep, cool. All right. Looks good to me. Yep, cool, lovely. All right, we are back, guys. We are back. We're here in Lothlorien. We're back in Lothlorien. I think we had a book quest to turn in, I remember. So we'll do that. Checkpoint, it's good. Yeah. Alright, so last time we started our quests over in Mirkwood. We did like the expedition quests, which was in its own little area. And I think we've now just gotten out of that. So I think we've got a couple of things to do over in, I guess you guys can't really see. Oh, where's my cursor as well? You guys not... Oh, now you can see my cursor. Weird. There it is, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're on the sort of west side of Mirkwood at the moment. We gotta do talk to Bragelin. Now I do have to do a bit of like inventory stuff first, so let's do that first. Hopefully music isn't too loud. Let's do some selling. I hope everything's all good. Sell all them. Let's go through all of our stuff. Just get rid of some old stuff. Don't need hides. Don't need that. Hat of Peace. It's a very peaceful looking hat, that's for sure. Peaceful enough. Local let's see. Okay, what's that? Oh, it's just the basic one. Right. Jeweler, we should open some of these. Open all those up. Nice. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's been having a good week. It is a Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Thursday after all. Yep. We didn't stream on Tuesday. Already know that. Can I not do that when that's open? Essences. Guess we may as well gather up some of them. Nice. Space is being cleared. Things are happening. Now, I'm not sure how long we'll stream today. It might just be a shorter stream. I'm pretty tired. But I'm just gonna see how long we go and play it by word. Ooh, okay, that's a good helmet. Looks great. Man, our equipment outfit is amazing. Wow. Poisoning with the first adventure of the day. Ooh, a level 1 boar. Oh, damn. No way. Against the level 1 boar? What? Unlucky. Wait, what level are you? You're like level 3 or something, right? That had to be a battle, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you're level 1. Okay, well, it's all just up to the roll then, really. You know? That's equal odds, I feel like, right? They're both just rolling a d6. But you can actually get... It's if your strength is equal to or more than theirs, you win. So you actually have a bit of an advantage on a level 1 to 1 roll. just to dig it in even more. Alright. Do we get any magic items? That's the next update. Gotta do the magic item update. That'll be out in 5 years. We need some funding.
The first crossing was a success then.
Maybe a Pegasus, true. Yep.
Are you ready to meet the party responsible for bringing
Plans of the Golden Host. Ooh, yes. Let's do this.
The Golden Host of Lothlorien has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second
Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined that the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago they once did. They've selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through Mirkwood to Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy in that fortress. I will bring you to these elves, this hidden guard, as they make their preparations. Ooh. Where are we at in Middle-earth? We are in the golden forest of Lothlorien, of Caras Galadhon, where Galadriel and Celeborn reside. We just got out of Moria a couple of streams ago, out at the Dimril Dale, and we're now going through Mirkwood, through southern Mirkwood, up to Dol Guldur, which is pretty cool. My brother Fangris was slain by orcs that came down from the mountains following the company that sought refuge in the Golden Wood recently, and I desire to end Mazog's life myself. It pains me to know we must turn him over to his allies, and I have argued long against it already. I petitioned Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoners, but he denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him did he change his mind. I do not know what she said, but I'm grateful to her for it. Now I will keep a close eye upon Mazog for the duration of the journey, and he gives me the slightest reason, I will take my vengeance upon him. Love saying Dol Guldur. Yeah, true. Dol Guldur. It's, yeah, Dol Guldur. I should actually... I kind of say Dongle... I do say Dongle. I totally say Dol Guldur, don't I? Dol Guldur. But yeah, so we're going to be going through Mirkwood. So we're kind of doing this... We're kind of finishing off this storyline of Moria here. At this level, you kind of... We're carrying on the story from Moria, but it goes through to sort of the elves and this... the company of elves here that we're meeting right now that are taking Mazog. Mazog is one of the... I think he's a spawn of Azog the Defiler, right? He's one of the sort of main sort of orc captain sort of guys. And he's been captured in Moria. In the Moria questline, you capture him. He's a major part of the storyline. And then we are taking him prisoner to Dol Guldur to trade him for other prisoners that are in Dol Guldur, essentially. And that's the storyline of Mirkwood. But after that, we will be making our way back over to Eriador. We'll actually be starting in Enedwaith, and starting the storyline of the Dunedain, of the what was it, the Grey Company, right? The rangers that follow Aragorn, you know, and they're the rangers that keep the Shire safe when Gandalf's gone after the very beginning of the story, with, you know, when he comes to the Shire and Frodo gets the ring and that sort of thing. But after that, once the, you know, Sauron finds out about the ring, they all get assembled together to go to war, to go to battle with Aragorn, to meet with him in Gondor, you know? And we start that storyline, which is a really cool storyline in Lord of the Rings Online. It's like one of my favorite. And the beginning of that is kind of going around all of Eriador and meeting up with all those rangers and assembling them. And then making our way down Enedwaith and into Dunland. And into the gap, into Isengard, into the Gap of Rohan, meeting with the Rohirrim and like Theoden and stuff, or not Theoden, but like Aemma, right? Yeah, a lot of cool things to go. I love that part. I honestly want to be there so bad. It's like when things get to the Edenrath things really like click in for me with the story. I am Sigilith, Beveridge, and I know already of your deeds. You're welcome to accompany us upon this errand, though I have my doubts as to its wisdom. It is a sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own to the cages of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his allies seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it is not the place of Sigilith to question. Ah, it's Radia. You know Radia. It's a pleasure to meet you, Beveridge. I know that you'll be a great asset to us upon this errand. If we are to bring the Orc leader to Dol Guldur with the hope that we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners, we must do so in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. So is this the first time us meeting them? I guess it is the first time us meeting him. So these are the elves of the Hidden Guard. And they're going to rescue a dwarf. Can't remember exactly who the dwarf is. Ooh. Good bracelet. Check out that old one. Alright. Scandalous. Rescuing a dwarf, yes. The owls and the dwarves must come together. May Gavanen, Beveridge. It is good to see you again, and I welcome you to the ranks of the Hidden Guard. The knives of Sigilith, the bow of... How would you pronounce that? Because it's Kacheron? No. Do you pronounce it with a K? Like Kacheron or... Oh, I don't know. The path knowledge of Radia and the strong will of Arkador will see this mission through, and the friendship between Moria and Lothlorien will be stronger for it. Let the enemy quake when he learns of the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden Guard until we be at the gates of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazog. Yes. Yeah, okay, so the Golden Host is like distracting them at the... while the Hidden Guard sneak in. We're the Hidden Guard, formed by the order of the Lord and Lady. Alright, we're all here. Some of those elves are in stories in Umber. I think because Radier is, right? Radier is like a... Radier is the guy that stays with us for ages, right? Or is it this guy? I think it's Radier, right? I mean, they both look... Look, I'm not going to say anything, but I mean, they both look very similar. Just the haircut. It's the guy that started to just say, yeah, okay. I feel like something happens to Radier, though. I can't remember. Talk to Radia. Oh, what's happening? We've made the crossing, Beveridge. The dwarves should just be just ahead. Where are we? Oh, we're over. Oh, cool. Buffs up. Hey, it's the dwarves. Hail, dwarves of the Iron Garrison. I'm Radia of Lorien. You already know my ally, Beveridge, captain of great worth and bravery. I can confirm that is true. We do, yes. Yeah, they can confirm that as well. I'm Brurian, son of Brugia, and these are the brothers Greyhammer. We go to Dol Guldur to trade the Orc Mazog for the freedom of my cousin Bori. Bori, that's who it is, yes. No matter understand you know the paths of this unpleasant forest. I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago, to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. The elves in my company, the hidden guard, will bring Mazog there by these paths. You will not make it a league. The orcs of Mirkwood will descend upon you and free me. Latu Gatumas Baku. I feel like be cool. I could be a good orc. Strength of we dwarves. No, it's me. It's the strength of me. Oh, we've got some crates I should open. Rally horn? Meh. Unlucky. I didn't get good with my adventure today. Actually, I should do my adventure today. Adventure. Exclamation mark adventure in the chat, guys, if you want to do your daily adventure. Oh, hell yeah. Is that 2 wins in a row? Oh my god. Az better watch out. I'm coming for his title. Let's be underway. Alright, cool. Nice.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
Okay.
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
Oh, we leveled up as well. How many... I think what I looked up last time as well was... Zoned by level. Is that, we want to get out of here at, like, I think level 65. Yeah, because level 65 is when the Dunland quests start. And the allies and kings thing. Let's just have a quick look. What's the daily adventure? So Tristan, I have been working on and for anyone else here, a Twitch chat and YouTube chat daily RPG. The way it works is there's a command, exclamation mark adventure. If you type it in the chat, and you can type it into YouTube chat or you can type it into Twitch chat, exclamation mark adventure, it will generate a little encounter between an enemy. It rolls some numbers, rolls an enemy in an area, and then you go up against that enemy and you both roll a dice, and if you win, you level up, you get some gold, and that progress is actually saved for you. And so every day you can come back and you can use the command and sort of see if you win the battle. And as you get higher and higher level, there's more and more different creatures that can spawn, there's different areas, that sort of thing, and you get more and more powerful. Essentially, like, every level is an extra number against the enemy's level. So yeah, if you want to try it, exclamation mark adventure in the chat, you just got to type it in. And yeah, it's just like a fun little thing that I put together. It's so cool. Yeah, so it was kind of like based off the idea of a lot of people having their Twitch chats, like daily sort of things that you guys can do, like that maybe says like it generates a number or something like that, you know. But yeah. First YouTube testing as well. Did it work in YouTube? It did work in YouTube. Awesome. Ooh, uh-oh. Unlucky. Unlucky. So pretty much you got a really hard guy. You got a level 10 spider. Everyone starts at level 1 as well, and then you roll like a 6-sided dice. Essentially, it's like rolls a number between 1 and 6 for you and for the enemy, and you add your level to that number, and they add their level to the number. He got away the rascal. Yeah, it's a hard fight. In fact, that's an impossible fight at this level, but that, you know, it's all luck. So like a couple of people have gotten levels up, I think, in the first couple of days. But it'll be cool to see. You can come back every day, every stream that we have, you can do it, you know? So you get like one user stream. And yeah, I might be expanding it in the future as well, but. Alright, we're gonna find the coffer. Where is that? Man, I find the new map stuff really disorientating, I'll be honest. Like, I know that it was stretched, but it feels stretched now for me because I've been so used to looking at the map like that. Like, it feels like now it's stretched the other way. Like, even though I know all this, I don't know. So weird. Wigs my brain out. Okay. Find a coffer. I don't remember this one. Let's go up here first. Yeah. Nice. Started playing Monster Hunter World. Nice. I've never played any of the Monster Hunter games before. Well, other than like a, you know, bit here and there. Yeah, he heard good things about some of the newer sort of ones. Oh my god, the gate is heavily guarded. Yep. Why does it say improve cutting? What's happened? Oh, I leveled up. Oh wait, I got a new skills? Wait, when I leveled up, you've acquired improved cutting attack, which has replaced the cutting attack skill. What? Would it be... minus run speed? Wow. Cool. I'm happy with that. Who have I got to find around here? It's a new type of game for me, but the mechanics for combat feel quite nice. It's not so much of a crazy adventure tale, unfortunately, but still very cool for what it is. Yeah, true. Like, that's kind of how I've felt with like some of the Monster Hunters before when I've played them. Like, I haven't properly played a Monster Hunter to really have an opinion on it, but I've like picked up like, you know, the game a couple of times and just kind of, I don't know, like the combat systems and the interface systems are very foreign to me. Like, just like the layout and design from those certain sort of games, and I'm very much the same with a lot of like you know, Nintendo games and stuff like that as well. Just didn't really grow up playing, you know, those sort of, yeah, a lot of different versions of RPGs, you know. Like I found, what was the other one? Like Dragon's Dogma. Like I really tried to play Dragon's Dogma because it's a game that I should enjoy. Like it's very much my type of game in some ways, apart from maybe the party-based element of it. But I just couldn't. I don't know. It just didn't click for me. something about the way you just interact with things and you do things is just very different. I guess it's a bit more of like an Eastern, you know, design rather than like a Western design, you know. But then again, I don't know, because I've also found a lot of joy in like some different sort of Eastern games and like Korean games in particular that I would like didn't really think like I would like, and then I loved it, you know. Up here, I'm just kind of running to the top of this area, but I don't actually know.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Stay a moment.
Ooh, some random extra quests. But yeah, I've always wanted to play some of the Monster Hunters, and I think some of the new Monster Hunters possibly interest me a bit more because they've kind of breached that between the audiences. Like, they're a bit more, I guess you could say, like, you know, westernized in that way.
What can I do for you?
Ooh, okay. Because yeah, I found it very hard to connect with the story in Dragon's Dogma. I think that was the thing as well. And I honestly can't even put my finger on it. Like, because it's not like it's like generic fantasy or anything. Because I like generic fantasy, you know. Give me anything fantasy, I honestly like will eat it up. But it just didn't like click. Alright. And the same with, because I played through Final Fantasy 14. Like, I played that for quite a long time. Really cool game. Like, mechanically, there's elements of the game I really like, but similar thing, like story-wise and stuff, it just didn't like connect with me in the same way, even though it's such a good story. Ooh. I just can't play Oriental games. The aesthetic does not click with me. Yeah, like, I'm always like, I love exploring. You know, I love trying new things all the time. So like, I'm always putting myself in those situations of trying. But yeah, no, I think it's also, I think it's just a fundamental of like video games and things like that. I play, you know, for nostalgia a lot of the time. It's like, I play things because I liked that when I was younger or something like that. You know, I liked that genre when I was younger. So it's like, I never really grew up playing very different games in that way. I just had what I had, you know? It's just like, you play the small selection of games that you have until, you know, the internet. Except Pandas in WoW, still not my favorite thing, yeah. Bev, serious question, dark fantasy or light fantasy? See, I don't know. What would you call Lord of the Rings? Because Lord of the Rings to me is like closer to light fantasy, right? I mean, it's the foundation of fantasy, Lord of the Rings, you know? So I don't actually think it's really either light or dark. It's kind of just the foundation. But that is kind of what I like. It's somewhere in the middle. I don't know, like, because I like elements from both. I don't like just dark fantasy. I don't really get into just like, it kind of, dark fantasy, it starts to bridge the line between like sci-fi a bit for me in a way, and I'm not a huge sci-fi fan. But it really depends, honestly. I don't know. I don't really know what defines dark and light fantasy like completely. It kind of seems like something that's a bit of a grey line in regards to what's really what, but yeah. Lord of the Rings is real life. Yeah, I just live by Lord of the Rings. I feel like The Hobbit was lighter than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, and so Lord of the Rings kind of sits in the middle, right? In a way, because The Hobbit, and we're talking about the books, you know, is like a children's story. It is, I guess, the definition of like light fantasy in that way. But yeah, Lord of the Rings kind of sits in the middle, which I like that. I like sitting in the middle. I like the fight between good and evil. I like the simplicity of that. I'm a big, you know, Star Wars fan as well, and other, you know, nerdy things. The fight between good and evil is just gets me. That's all I need. I'm happy with that. So it's like there's that element in Lord of the Rings, which is kind of the darker fantasy, but then all the other parts of it as well, you know, like I really like. So Lord of the Rings is light more because it's the original grim dark. It was mainly in response to Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones is grim dark. Yeah, true. Yep. Yeah, like yeah, no, I see. Well, it's more light, but when it's kind of like the foundations. It was the foundations of fantasy, so in that way, I kind of feel like it's just in the middle, right? But I guess it's a bit of a spectrum, right? We're not really. Is there very much? This is light fantasy and this is dark fantasy, or is it more kind of like a spectrum? Like, because I genuinely don't really know. Like, I mean. I'm a fantasy enjoyer, but I'm not like a... I don't know a lot about different fantasy things. I'm not like a book reader or anything. I don't read books much, and I feel like a lot of fantasy is in books. A lot of OG fantasy, you know. Well, a lot of just fantasy. Alright. But yeah, no, I do like, I think light fantasy. To answer your question, I would say light fantasy. Yeah. I like elements of dark fantasy, but for me, like one of my favorite dark fantasy would be like, you know, Dracula and vampires and stuff, right? I guess. Like on a intense fantasy level. When it's really like grim versions of that, because I guess there is light fantasy vampires, which is like, you know, Twilight and stuff, right? Yeah, it's the foundation, but I wouldn't say the middle so much, because grim dark fantasy is like there's no hope in the world and humans do terrible things to each other. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's that very much side of yep. And like as an example, like I like that fantasy element in, like, you know, with like vampires and that sort of thing is very cool. But I think anything other than that, I'm like, like, I don't know, like evil elves and evil dwarves, I guess is a good example, right? Like dark fantasy a lot of the time has suddenly these ethereal characters that are just all good, like, you know, just can be just as oppositely evil. And yeah, I don't really care for that as much, I think, definitely. I like, you know, I like it simple. What would you say, like, because like The Witcher is another good example of I think a genre of fantasy that kind of sits in between, but more on the dark fantasy side, right? Would you kind of say, like, if you think of this as like, you know, in the middle, and then you got dark fantasy and light fantasy. Like Lord of the Rings kind of sits not in the middle but slightly to the light fantasy, and The Witcher kind of sits not in the middle but slightly to the dark fantasy. You know? It's like the opposite side of the coin in a way. The Witcher can be pretty dark at times. I think in the books as well, like specifically, it you know, very grim dark, but they definitely adapted it less, though, didn't they? Because I was just kind of thinking from a game perspective, and then I had to kind of think like, oh, well, I guess, you know, it is dulled down. And Game of Thrones as well. I feel like Game of Thrones kind of sits in a similar area. I would not call Game of Thrones dark. Sure, is rather brutal, but the end is kind of good. I mean, the undead army's defeated and so on. Yeah, it's a bit more hopeful in the middle. And also, I think, take into account as well, the dark elements of Game of Thrones isn't the fantasy. The dark elements are the characters and the people in the world. So, like, I think when we're saying dark fantasy as well, don't we shoot, it's more like the fantastical elements of it are dark. It's like if the White Walkers were these brutal creatures that, you know, like were spreading like a virus. Like, but in Game of Thrones, they're kind of manageable. They're like a manageable force that the whole show's against, and at the end it's like, now we have to deal with them, you know. But if it was a lot more messed up though, you know, which honestly the first season of Game of Thrones is very grimdark with all of them, and I didn't like how, and this is talking about the TV show, I didn't like how like later on it seemed to get less like that. One of my favorite, like the first episode of Game of Thrones is just one of my favorite. Like that whole thing of like over the wall and seeing all the bodies and the skulls, you know, it's like the most gruesome, like, but it's such a, whoa, this is serious. Like it's one of those things like, damn, like it just kind of shocks you into being a part of the world and seeing how brutal what's going on. But it felt like that was this kind of little climax, and then it never really got back to that point again. Yeah. It is semantics and there's no clear borderline. But it's all about hope, I suppose. Yeah, true. Yep. The books are definitely more grimdark. Yeah. True. People are just puppets of a greater force, no matter how they try to change, they're crushed at some point. True, and I guess that it depends, I guess, the definition of what you say light and dark fantasy. It's like I was saying, like, is it a focus on the fantasy component, or is it more of a focus on hope? Like, with or without fantasy? Right? The kind of dark fantasy I would like have to be fantasy with like grotesque monsters and spooky biomes. Yeah, when I think dark fantasy, I just think of that, right? Because if you're thinking of the word for word like dark fantasy, obviously you can go into deeper of like, you know, the deeper parts of that. But to me, it's just like, is the fantastical parts of this dark, or are they light? Not the overarching sort of storyline and good versus bad. Because I'd say, like, yeah, then, you know, Game of Thrones is light fantasy in that way. The fantasy parts of it are very minimal. It's, you know, it's like medieval fantasy. It's a weird line, isn't it, though? Because you could argue, like, the way that magic works in Game of Thrones is very similar to the way that it works in a lot of dark fantasy. Whereas the way magic, you know, works in, like, Lord of the Rings is that more in behind the scenes, you know, the mysticalness, which is what more light fantasy is about. So, yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It's such a spectrum. I guess you could just debate forever and ever. It is a spectrum, yeah. But that's what's cool. That's good. You know. We like that because then we can talk about it and we can have opinions on what we think is more this and more that. I love that. On the topic of Game of Thrones, have you seen Night of the Seven Kingdoms? I haven't yet, but I'm thinking, I'm not sure if... Is the whole season out yet? I'm not sure, but I'm going to just watch it when it fully comes out. I don't really... I kind of missed the releases, regular releases, and I, yeah, just want to watch it all. Keen for that though. I saw, like, I've watched, what was the other series that they had before that? With, who's the, Doctor Who guy? Season 1 is out, just wrapped up. Cool, I thought it might have. I had a feeling. So yeah, I will be watching that soon. The Matt Smith, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the Game of Thrones. That was really cool. That was a really cool, like... I think what really sold it for me is, like, this was a great experience, was that transition between seasons, between the age gaps and them recasting the characters. House of Dragons. Yeah, House of Dragons. That was it. That really, like, was like, this is awesome. It was just really fun to see those characters develop and them do such a good casting shift, and then that development to change and continue, and when it happened, I was like, no, I like those characters, and then, you know, like 5 episodes in, I'd forgotten what those characters even were, like the young versions, you know. Like suddenly I liked the other ones more, which, yeah, that was good. It is out and it is rather short. 6 episodes, half an hour each. What? What's the point? Just make it into a movie. God, that's weird. I feel like that's not really a popular thing to do. I feel like lots of shows I see come out do you know, almost hour-long episodes of things now in shorter seasons. Yeah, that's a bit up. That's not very nice. Because like half an hour, is that like? There's also like 5 minutes of credits at the end of that. But yeah, and that's why I normally wait as well, because I'll just watch them all together then, like one night, and that'll be great. That'll be fun. There's not too much combat or anything, but it's good for what it is. Yeah, okay. It seems like more of a what would you say, like fan service to the books, right? For like people that. Because it's very detailed on, you know, it's about like Duncan, right? Who's like, you know, the descendant of, or many characters are descendant from him. You know, so it's kind of like people that have really gotten into all the books and all about that lore would probably be getting all around it, you know? It's like, oh yeah, we get to see this character and this thing. And... But yeah, like other than that, well, I have to see what it's like when it comes out. But... when I watch it. Are they doing any other seasons? God, I'm just trying to run away and get my map. Right. Because yeah, like House of the Dragons was awesome for its combat and stuff, right? I think that's what it does worry me a bit, because House of the Dragon, like I enjoyed it, but it was the combat moments that sold it, kind of, that was like final, like, yeah, this is good. I liked all the inner stuff going on. It was really cool, but like the dragon combat sort of stuff, all that, like, was really nice. It was like the cherry on top that it needed for me. It has been renewed for the second. Renewed! Ah, God, why can't they just decide? You know, why do things have to get renewed? And it's like they didn't plan to do a second season, and now it's like now they're getting told they have, and they're like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna do. You know, it's like, man, just just make a decision, stick with it. There won't be dragons. No, they've all died out. Exactly, no, but. You know, some sword combat. There should be swords, right? The swords haven't died out yet.
How can I be of service? How can I be of service? Remember my words.
Okay. It's based on books that exist. Yeah. So I feel like people that know all those books will be loving it. The Tawny, I think. Okay. That's funny, a Tawny. Seeing all of the posters and stuff for it actually weirdly gave me Knight's Tale vibes. And that's kind of funny that it's a Tawny as well. I'm holding out the finale of the show until the weekend. Nice. I think they did that on purpose. Yeah, I reckon. Like, and the main guy, like, as well, very much, you know, when I saw him, I don't know why I just thought of Heath Ledger. It's something, I mean, obviously from the Knight's Tale, but it's just like, sometimes those things you see someone and you just think of something completely different and you're like, what? What do you think of that? It's meant to be funny? True. Yep.
What do you need?
That same vibe.
Stay a moment.
Megavarnen.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Ooh, Alette in with the adventure. Alette with another win. Oh my god, Alette. Cannot stop them. Once you start leveling, you cannot be stopped. 3 wins. Oh, you got a defeat. Oh, you go. Three wins though, man. And on 3 different guys as well, I think. Yeah. Play. Oh my god, what would that be? Because I think the first one you defeated was like a really hard one, like a rogue something or other. Yeah. Going up here. I defeated a boar and a ranger. Cool. Yeah, awesome. No, making sure it's keeping track of it right. It is. The defeat was some crazy hard guy, yeah. Yeah. And nothing of note here. I got mail. From Galadriel. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Do we have any of these to claim? Whoa, what is that? Legendary coffer of the blue drakeling? Oh. Or Caressa. Let's open this up. Oh, Sapphire Drakeling. That's awesome. Damn. That is so cool. That's on the legendary item track at the moment. At 50. Which is pretty easy to get, I feel like. Conundrum. Okay, done. Gonna go back over there. Ooh. Oh my god, excuse me guys. I'm sorry if I'm yawning lots tonight. As I said, I'm pretty tired, so we'll probably do a shorter stream. But yeah. I got a notification that my Standing Stone account was a part of a data breach. And I should change my password. Your Standing Stone account. Was there a Standing Stone Games data breach? Because that would only be if the whole of Standing Stone Games had a data breach. That's strange. You got a notification on what though?
How can I be of service?
It's from my Apple account saying that. That is so weird. So you got a notification on your Apple phone. A notification from Apple on your phone. So that couldn't be like a scam thing. It was a notification, right? Not a text or not, or was it a text or an email? Definitely could be scammy if it was text or email. It was a notification on your phone. That's really weird. Wow, that's strange. I might have to look into that afterwards, just like see if anyone else has had that. Why would the Apple account, I guess, what is connected? Is it the same email on that account as your email for true? I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out later. Password saved on your phone. It was a part of that. Ah, okay. Maybe it just like took the Maybe it was the keyword similar, like was breached somewhere else. I don't know. Weird. I'll have a look at it later, earlier. Try and debug that. That's very strange. Oh. They apparently keep track of the data breaches and let you know. Yeah, it's just weird. It's so, like, 'cause the data breach... would have to come from an email, right? I don't know. Yeah. Too sleepy to even think of debugging right now. brain not work. We want more of decreasing max morale. Yeah, I guess you may as well go change it. I mean, if you want to do that, but. I want to start putting points into this one. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I am really keen to watch that new show as well. What's it called? Night of the Seven Kingdoms, right? That's what it's called. What other shows have you guys been watching that you've been enjoying? I'm always looking for TV shows to watch. I've been watching a TV show from like I think 2014, The Strain. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. I've never heard of it before until the other day, and that's a bit of fun. I like some, you know, zombie vampire vibes. But I find myself just going back and finding like old series that I have never touched, and just like watching them through and never looking back, sort of thing. Like getting a bit of fun. Me when Bev goes live, but I'm busy moving furniture, so I lose my mind because I missed the first hour. No! It's okay, Rado. It's alright. You got priorities. Moving furniture is important. That is important. Were you moving furniture for your family? For because yeah, that definitely takes priority. It's okay. How you doing though, man? Good to see you. And also, good to see you as well, Arabani. I don't know if I said hello when you came in before chatting. I just started chatting about things, but I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Hope I haven't missed anyone. Bit distracted today. New bedside tables and stuff. Nice. There you go. Yeah, you need the big strong man to help, you know. Alright. Been doing good? Oh, it's good to hear. I don't have uni on Fridays, so now that means weekend. You have uni on Fridays. Nice. Man, long weekend. Did you... Wait, you got your schedule set up like that, didn't you? Oh, that's awesome. Grats to you, man. for a nice setup term schedule, long weekends. Oh, I love to do that. I love to try to do that, or like get like a Wednesday off or something, you know. But I feel like the long weekend's better. Like, yes. Oh, I'm actually gonna put my beanie on. Sounds good, but last year I had a 4-day weekend. Really? Wait, a 4-day weekend. So you had two, like Friday and Monday or something like that. Wow. I guess it does depend what time. Like if you're part-time, full-time, or whatever. But that sucks. The tables are cooked today. I always hate that. Man, the whole getting in early for you, like at uni when you're doing that and getting your classes at your right times was such a like lucrative, wild thing. Like, man. And then also trying to line it up like when you in like second and third year and you're trying to get the same classes as people you know as well, and then it adds a whole other thing into the mix, and you just like I give up. And then by the third year you don't have any friends because you've discarded them all because they're too much of an issue to try to get classes with. So then you're back to the same thing, and it's like, right, no friends, no distractions. Let's just get this done. Well, they released the class about a month after the rest of them, so now I have a 2 clash in semester 2. Ah. They extended a class, but I had one immediately after, so now I have to be in 2 places at once. Oh no. You've got a full-on Hermione situation there. That's alright though, just, you know. Dumbledore will help. Dumbledore's always there to help. That sucks. Wait, so you have 2 classes at the same time, so what are you gonna do about that? Are they changing things around, or? You got until next semester to figure it out. True, yeah. That's for future radar. That's future radar problem. Okay. Alright. Some of these Meledrum weapons. Anyway, how have you been, good sir? I've been good. Yeah, I've been alright. I've been pretty good. I'm pretty tired. I'm honestly very tired today. I was just running around today doing stuff, and I got home in like an hour before stream, and I was like, cool, ready to go. And then I was like looking at in the mirror, like the bags under my eyes, like I was up late, and, you know. But I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Raid. I hope back uni time's been good, treating you well. Been thinking about that. It's like you go from having all the time in the world to none at all, you know? Ready to collapse at any moment, yeah. Yeah, which may happen. No promises. Wait, what? Plant the banner, defend? I was gonna move something. Never mind. Yeah, I've got so much stuff to do as well. I'm so behind on YouTube videos, man. Like, I've just been so bad. Like, oh, I really got to get back in a better routine. I honestly just, I just wanted an editor. I needed it. Oh, it'd be so good to have so, like, man. I think I was thinking about that, and I think once I can afford to like do this more full time, that will be my first big step is to get like an editor or someone, or be able to pay someone to do that, so that I can just focus on streaming, you know? Because I love this. I love to just turn on stream, hang out with you guys, chat, play. This is awesome. I love it. And making, like, cutting up YouTube videos and doing the shorts and stuff, it is fun, but like the amount I have to do to keep it consistent isn't actually that fun. but in small amounts, it's great. Like, I like finding little fun moments, like, is always great. But yeah, it would be so good, because like, honestly, feel like I could stream like every day if I could do that, you know? It's really all that holds me back from streaming more regularly, because like I have to make sure to get the videos out and like, you know. Yes. But yeah, how's your uni stuff going? They cancelled all my practicals this week though, so I've only had half the timetables so far. What? They apparently hadn't finalized the contracts and sorted out the PC network for all the computer rooms. Dude, that sounds like some line from like a movie. I'm sorry, sir. We haven't finalized the contracts and sorted out the PC networks. Like, I don't God. Well, I know a guy who can edit videos. Yeah. Man, it's honestly, the thing is as well is like just being able to pay someone to do it, right? Because I wouldn't want to ask someone to do a small amount of things like for free or something like that. I feel like that's just absurd. It's like there's work there, and it could be done. It's not a lot of work, you know. But I would want to be able to like pay someone by the hour, you know, to just like, it's like once a night, like, you know, like an hour or two of work doing that, like cutting up some things, putting a short out, and that's it, you know. But I want to be able to afford to pay someone to do that. Because yeah, that would make, you know. How much space do your VODs take up? Depends. Like the actual, like a full stream. How much does a VOD take up? Normally about like 10 to 15 gig for a full stream. But it does depend how long. Obviously, that's really the range. Like for the stream lengths that we do, between 10 to 15 gig. Which takes a while to upload. I did have to update my internet, like pay more to be able to actually upload better as well. There's a whole lot of logistics there, and that's why I would want to be able to pay someone to do it, because obviously they would have to, you know, they may even have to upgrade their internet to be able to make it more efficient for them or something, right? But yeah, no, and it would be like a full-time sort of thing as well. I'd want to be properly set up with it, because it's like a little, like here and there, like is a totally different thing as well. I'd be totally be happy to try editing one of your streams. I know you would, man. I know for yeah, I know you would. It's more like, I mean, if I could offer you that job, and I would, if I could offer you that job of yep, I would go through the logistics with you of that. And anyone, you know, it's something we might look into the future if someone is interested in that, for sure. Like, you know, we can try some things. A little edit here and there, like I'm totally, if you just want to like edit something together, you can just do whatever you want. You know, if there's something you want, like you thought of an idea, Radar, for something funny and you want to edit together, you need me to, like, you need some clips from the stream, just let me know. And I can get those clips for you and send them over, put them on Drive for you, that sort of thing, if you just want to mess around. Like, I'm totally happy for that anytime. But actually having an editor full-time is a very different thing, because it's kind of like that would be a job. I want to be able to say, like, you know, because I want to be able to then step back and not have to think about that at all. You know, I don't want to have to even be, like, if I have to be putting in effort to, like, keep things going, then it's kind of just the same, right? It's like any business. That's how a business sort of runs. You kind of do, you know, being in small sort of family businesses and that sort of thing, you know, you find a role that is kind of needed, and then it's kind of created, and yeah. So time to make a Bev thirst trap. yeah. But yeah, no, like if you want to mess around and ever want to edit some stuff together, I'm completely happy with that as well. We can even, you know, I could maybe set up something on the Discord. So if there's a couple of you guys that like, you know, have like trusted with some of that sort of stuff, I can kind of share have a spot to share clips maybe. But yeah, the editing thing is an actual, you know,
Let me see what you have found.
as a sort of a job thing, I'd want to be able to just be able to sit back and then just stream and you know, not think about it.
Mazog will account for all
And
slights
in
in
regards to
time,
that, it would be,
both real
it
and
could be a daily
imagined.
job,
Rodier has
you know, and
planned
it
a
depends
course
when I
through
stream,
Mirkwood to
right?
avoid some of its overt dangers.
So
The
it's
hidden guard
figuring out the
departs
logistics
Rodier's
of that,
course through the Drownholt at
you know,
midnight.
finding someone that can put the time in. I wouldn't want to push someone that doesn't have the time, you know, because like, you know, I mean, you're studying and stuff, Radar, like, you know, but that, and that's why it's like totally happy if you ever want to just do little things. Be cool to see. It would be cool to see you guys edit some random things together. I'd love to see that. But yeah, but the editing for my YouTube, it's less editing and it's more organizing and just consistency. Because like I don't do a lot of editing for the videos, and I guess if I got someone that liked editing, they could if they wanted to. But for me, it's just cutting up the streams, making some nice thumbnails, writing some descriptions, and getting it out there and just being consistent. That's what the YouTube is. I just want videos out every day consistently. So it's a bit of a less of an editing job. It's more of a like, you know, it's a partner in crime or something. Yeah, but because like an actual editing job, I don't know if I want someone to spend like a lot of time editing something together in exchange for like then, you know, not being able to or putting more work in and more time in. Like I wouldn't be hiring someone to do that. I'd be hiring someone to just do what I do essentially. Where's my light? Let's just set up my light 1 sec. All right, cool. Somebody doesn't. Well, I mean, I said that, but as soon as I said that, like you could have all this time, and you could have plenty of time in your hands and just enough time to do it. But it's not really what I mean. It's just more like I'd want to go over that first with someone in conversation about logically their plans for the future and what they want to do and like what they're doing for the next year, and whether this could fit in as a way for them to make like get a little bit of money, that sort of thing. But also at the same time, I need to be able to make enough money to pay someone to do that. So who knows how long that will be, because I am poor as fuck. Let's do this. Let's do this.
The first leg of the Hidden Guard's journey will take them through the treacherous fens of the Drownholt.
Watch me drop out for a year to pursue streaming and editing. Yeah, no. No way. No way. Oh, look. Cheap viewers stream. Oh, look, I don't even have to. Let's just deny that. Oh, it got put through the system. That's good. We got our first bottle of the day. Oh, this mission. Oh my god, okay. What have we got ourselves into? Shout your commands for me. Yes. I need morale support, please. So, yeah, I remember these book quests very well. Escorting Mazog through this swamp is... it's a big one. Gotta go rescue a bird. Oh my god, rescue the bird raider. Our birdie friends. Actually reminds me. I have like a I guess a conversation of an ick of a bird. I'll wait until you get back, Radar. But certain Australian bird that I used to like, and now I don't know. Mixed feelings. Okay. I wonder if you guys can guess which Australian bird did Beveridge used to think was, you know, pretty cool, and now thinks, what a nasty, cheeky, mean bird. Oh, it's a nice cloak. What are you doing? Hinder their attack speed. Sure. Don't think it really matters because it's an instance we can just destroy them. Clear the tunnel of danger. Where's the tunnel of danger? Is the tunnel of danger? Oh, you hear the tunnel ahead. Return to me. Oh, over here. The tunnel of danger. Bit of a slow walk through here, I guess. Ooh. Beveridge, hello. Where's Mazog? What do you mean? I thought you were back there with him. Was that the other guy? Oh, I think it was the other guy. Put chair on. I still don't know how you would say his name, because C's are normally pronounced like as a K in Elvish, right? Like Celebrimbor, not Celebrimbor, like Caleb. So it'd be Kacheron, but then the U there. I'm wondering how you pronounce that U. Whether it's like a Kucheron, maybe like a double, kind of like a double O. But then would you pronounce the CH like that, like a ch, or would that sound completely different? A mystery. An Elvish mystery. I'm looking it up. Wonder if anyone's had a similar conversation. Hey Sanguine, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Always has the value of K, never... So a C is always going to be a K. Calibre... C... always has the value of K, never of S or of CH. Chalabrim. Oh, CH always has the value of CH, as in Scottish lock or German evil. What? Never that of CH in English. Church, of church. Lock. Arc. So it's k, not ch. So CH is k. Yeah. Cucaron. Cucaron? Something like that. God, gee. I do not know. I'm trying to figure out how to say this guy's name as the proper way you'd say it in Elvish, because C is pronounced like a K and CH is pronounced like a K. Yeah. It's just a whole lot of sounds. Is his name. Oh my god. Okay. Quickly follow Mazog through the tunnel. Yes, go Mazog, run! Ooh. Are you sure you want to go into the scary cave? This cave brings back memories. I've slain foes just like you in these caves. Just like this, Beveridge. Just like me. Really? I doubt that. I doubt that. This cave is damp. It must be unpleasant for you, man. Actually, I love the damp, actually. Goblin. Orc. Actually, I'm a big fan of the damp. Yeah. She's alive. It's a pity. This is the midpoint. Select a support role. Yes. Make our enemies bleed. Make them bleed. Oh. Eye biter's kin. God, you would not want to come across something called an eye biter. I mean, what is this, like, alien? How are you doing, Sanguine? How's it going? I hope the bird rescuing is going well. Radar might need the support crew. We might have to send the troops. Vile insects. The only thing you can do is disappoint. Let's secure those shackles. I don't know about these shackles. Like, I feel like we need a better. Just give me a big chain. let me have him on a big chain. I grow tired of planning your demise and those of these elves. I want to just get there. Yeah, I bet you do. Uh-oh. Ah. So, that's what happens to Radia. I thought I remembered his name. So yeah, no, Alette, it's definitely the other guy you see in Umbar. It's not this guy. Oh no, it's too late. Radia's dead. Domingo, how's your time in Lotro been, and have you been playing anything else lately? Yeah, Lotro's going good. We haven't been playing a load, but we got out of Moria and we're just going through Mirkwood at the moment. We did some sort of the quests around like Lothlorien, and we're just progressing through Mirkwood. We're currently doing like the book quests where they're like escorting Mazog through the swamps. And yeah, we've played a couple of different games. We've been playing Dredge. We'll be playing that on Saturday as well. Hopefully. We should be playing on Saturday, hopefully. I may have to reschedule that, I'm not sure. But yeah, we've been playing that on the weekends. So we're going to be finishing off Dredge. And then I want to get into doing some other like games, some other variety things. I'm even kind of thinking of maybe having like 2 variety games running a week. And doing like a sort of like, we have a Lotro day, we have 1 variety game day, and we have another variety game day. And when I say variety game, I mean something with like a storyline. So, what is it called again? Let me quickly bring up our list. Animal Well, for example. You know, it's like a bigger game. I mean, it's not a super big game, but we might do like an Animal Well playthrough, and then yeah, do some other things. Even just try some different games, just play some different things. I think this year should be about doing variety for me. Like, I need to try to do a bit more variety. It's good for the YouTube, and we need to push to 1,000 subs over on the YouTube. That's the next big goal, to really start moving things with this as a proper, being able to do this full time. So yeah, I kind of want to try to like get a lot of variety going. I'm just trying to figure out like what games I want to do, what I'm feeling like playing. And we are actually going to be moving from this house I'm in like about 3-4 months, depending. They're demolishing where we're living, which sucks. So I'm also going to be dealing with moving stuff soon, which is going to be a bit wild. But yeah, we've been playing Dredge, and we also played Ina Dream Barbecue the other day, and a bit of Peak as well. The videos for Peak still aren't out on the YouTube, but the Ina Dream Barbecue is. It's like this. I don't even know how to describe it. Weird, wacky adventure game. Yeah, that's it. that's how I describe it. Oh yeah. Bird rescued. Now I'm removing the bird net it got stuck in. Oh my god, really? A bird net? Oh, like a he got stuck like a like you put over fruit trees, like one of those ones. Good job, Raider. Nice, man. Saving the birds. That's what we love. Now, I did have a little bird net on our apple tree. Classic, right? I was thinking about that, because it's like, I know the exact one. Birds getting caught in it all the time. They want them apples, man. Now, I did have a little bit of bird lore anecdotal opinion I have to go over. There is a particular Australian bird that I thought was really cool. Very iconic, right? The kookaburra, right? Very cool bird. Cool sound. The other day, I saw some kookaburras, absolutely the most lad dog kookaburras ever, like chasing all these other birds and stealing baby birds out of another bird's nest, and then like flying it around and cackling at all the other birds. It was the most horrific thing ever. Like, it just completely has ruined my opinion of kookaburras. I hate them now. I think they're horrible. They're so mean. But like, it's like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you just see you're like, like birds and animals are brutal, right? Animals as a whole, brutal, right? The life of animals are brutal. It's part of how, but man, seeing something like that, I was out there chasing it around. I was trying to chase it as well, because there's all these other like like the minor birds, like I think we have the Indian miners here. They're all like chasing this kookaburra around, chasing him around while he's like flying around with this baby in his mouth. It was horrible. Yeah. Sorry to bring anyone down, but my opinions of it's the noisy miners we have. Yeah, not the Indian miners. The native ones. Yeah, the Indian miners are a bit, intrusive ones, but the noisy ones. Opinions of kookaburras have changed a lot, that's for sure. We're not having a kookaburra mascot on the Beveridge stream, that is for sure. And like, because it's like there's other birds that are a bit like me. It's like the currawongs can be really aggressive and not like attacking other birds and stuff, but man, I have just never seen that level of absolute. It was just horrific. It was so like, and the kookaburra laugh as well. Like, the kookaburra laugh was like, it was demonic. Wait, where have we got to go? Up here? It was so demonic. Just like this cackling while, doesn't mean noisy miners do kind of suck. Not the noisy miners. They're nice. The Indian miners can be a bit bad, but the noisy miners are fine, man. I don't know. I have a bit of a thing, because like people around here, we've had, like this is one lady who was walking down that just started like, oh, they're so annoying, they're so horrible, and they're so, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like it's a small bird. Like they are like protective and stuff, but there's a lot of they're quite peaceful around here. I've taken care of the little babies before. We had a little when they're nesting, it was really windy last year when they were nesting one time. And a baby fell out of like a big tree that it was in. And it was too little, like, man, with the noisy miners, when they're really little, it's like they just fall and they can't get up. And then they've just got to grow up to try to climb back up to the tree, you know? So if it falls out, it's pretty bad that early on. But we had a little, like, or quite a big, like, Christmas tree kind of in like a big plant pot outside that used to be a small Christmas tree, you know, like a pine tree. And it was around there, so I kind of got it up into that pine tree, which is perfect, and it stayed in there, and I checked on it. And yeah, it grew up. It was so cute. Like after, like it was about like over a week, and how quickly they grow up. It was so cute. Like, you know, I went out one day and it was like gone, and I was like, oh my God, like where's it gone? And then it's just like a meter up in the tree, you know, and looking a little bit more fluffy with more feathers, you know. Love birds, man. Love birds. All right. But yeah, no, it was just what, like, because, I mean, animals are brutal, but to see a kookaburra do something like that, maybe just think, like, gee, like, it must have been some weird territorial thing. Because we get a really nice array of different, yeah. You've got nice noisy miners then, ours in SA suck. Are you sure they're not the Indian miners? There are other sorts as well. You guys might have even a different sort of noisy miner as well, or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, because the Indian miners are very, like, they're a lot more territorial of a bird, and they steal, like they will go to other birds' nests and that sort of thing, and they're like just fundamentally more of a territorial bird. But the noisy miner, I always get the mix, but I think it's a noisy miner, right? Completely the opposite. Not at all, like, doesn't rely on attacking other birds' nests or anything like that. The Karawans can be a bit like that around here, which are like big sort of like raven-like birds, right? Yeah. Google returned what I imagine as a noisy miner. They look very similar. If you've got a picture of a noise of like one of the miners, like the noisy miners in South Australia, chuck it in the Discord, because I have a look, because there's like some very slight things that are different about them, mainly about their head. Hey Harold, hello, and thank you for the check-in. How you going? So let's see. Yeah, so very different. So the Indian miners are a lot smaller. They have they've actually got brown feathers with a black head and a sort of like a yellowish orange around their eyes, similar to the noisy miners, because the noisy miners have more of a yellowish beak, yellow around the eye, small bit of black, but then grey. The rest of their feathers are all grey with slight bit of black and yellow in there. But the Indian miners are essentially like black and brown and very vibrant sort of yellow colours, whereas the noisy miner is like grey with sort of a duller yellow colour beak and coloration around the eyes as well. The Indian miner is also like a common miner, right? Like that's what they're also known as, like a common miner. But yeah, they're native to Asia. Whereas the noisy miners are native to Australia. Yeah. Let me see, Radar. If I post 2 pictures in the Discord, you tell me which one is the one that you see outside. And I'll post pretty... because they're quite different. Oh, look, here's a picture I just found of both of them together. It's kind of an average picture, but pets and cute. I'm putting it. Oh no, I'll just put it in general. Put it in general. I'm going to miss messages as well. Noisy miners are mostly grey, Indian ones are mostly black. Lurking alongside work. All good, Harold. Thanks for popping in. What are you diving in? So we're doing a bit of Lotro today, but we're just trying to figure out birds at the moment. What's this? You have to be in chat, Poison, if you want to know what it is. But Radar, which one of these two? I mean, they're not great pictures, but which one of these two do you see? Hey, Poison. It's all right. We're just I'm trying to figure out what sort of minor bird Radar has around him. On the left. Okay, right. Yeah, no, that's a noisy miner. Yep. Seen them bullying magpies. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. That's so interesting because, dude, here they literally hang out with the magpies. Today, I was at the bus stop and I turned around and looked in a tree randomly and there was just like a magpie sat there pruning himself and a noisy miner right next to him just chilling. And I was just like, they're friends. They're definitely mates. That's so funny. They're absolute dicks over here. Wow. I wonder if that's, yeah. That's really interesting. No wonder people confuse the two of them, because I wonder as well if there's even like a difference in territory, like a difference in location of where they are. The noisy ones are quite territorial, yes, but they're not nest stealers. Yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Like the Indian miners, the common miners are nest stealers. But they can be a bit shitty. Yeah, well, I don't know. Here, they're really great. Here, but I guess it could just depend on, I guess, what other birds are around and stuff. But that's strange because it's funny because here, the noisy miners and the magpies are like buddies. It's the currawongs that mess with both of them, and the kookaburras and stuff. So I wonder if it's just a hierarchy thing, you know, depending on where they are situated. There's like some of them, if there's alpha birds in the area, they're more chill. And if there's not, then, you know, yeah. Over here, they're really mean to all the wattle birds, not much to our magpies, but sometimes they will be. Yeah, the currawongs eat other birds' babies, so everyone hates them. Poison, I was just saying earlier that I saw a kookaburra stealing. There was a racket outside, like crazy bird sounds. I would go outside. There's a kookaburra with a baby noisy miner in its mouth, flying around, cackling, with 3 other kookaburras cackling with them, and all these other noisy miners trying to chase it around and get it out. It was like the most horrific thing I've seen, and I hate kookaburras now. My least favorite bird, genuinely. I thought they were, you know, kookaburras are cool, but like after seeing that, I was like, it was like the cackling of the kookaburra, like it was doing its like kookaburra like thing, and it was like, I was just like, this is like a nightmare. This is straight up nightmare fuel. Like, God, yeah. I find them pretty creepy. Yeah, and I was chasing it around and it arced up to me. It straight up arced up to me. Like I was kind of going around trying to get it to drop it. And I kind of ran up to it, and instead of flying away, it did the thing where it just kind of goes like, you remember the turkeys, how they used to do that? And I was like, bro, nah, what? That is way too aggressive of a bird. Like, no. But yes, anyway, sorry, we're going on a huge bird tangent anyway. They do. I'm a little scared of the beaks. Yeah, I know. I was just so surprised, honestly. Just a bit blown away. Like, you called. Yeah, sorry. So, because we're bird questions. Yes. Thank you for the clarification, though, Poison. It's good to know. Yeah, that they can be shitty, and it's interesting that they pick on the wattle birds. We don't have many wattle birds where we are. So maybe that's why they're not as like aggressive around here. I don't know. Like, yeah. Oh, just I mean in like where we are. Yeah. Okay. Bird question plus your lovely company. Exactly. Yes. We're doing Lottery today, guys. For anyone sorry that's just jumped in, we're currently in Mirkwood. We've just gotten to the Haunted Inn, and I actually need to go back. Yuzu, weed, really? What sort of what? Like.
What can I do?
What's a wattle bird that we have around here? So we get, and I mean particularly like close in the houses, not in the sort of green. So what do we get? We get like currawongs, butcherbirds, magpies, those pigeons. Rainbow lorikeets, gangs, corellas, black cockatoos. I'm trying to think what other things. Wattle birds? I know the ones you're talking about, but they're not very common around here. They are definitely around, but not common at all. So it's something I don't really see the miners engaging with them much. Like I haven't ever seen them engaging with them, because yeah. Haunted in what? Haunted. Wait. Like I start again. Haunted in what? What are you haunted in? Haunted in. Yeah. They like all the shrubbery. Yes, they do like the shrubbery. Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. We just don't get them much around, like, because yeah, it would be in the wetlands, more. Which we get a bunch of different other birds over there as well. But birds that we get just in our sort of in the more residential area. Okay. What I've gathered from this lore drop is trauma was induced by a bird in nature. This pretty metal holds true. Wait. Yeah. The wetlands, this is Mirkwood true. Yeah. You've got quite the magpie colony. They keep a lot put. Yeah, I wonder if they keep things in order. Because actually, yeah, there was some I feel like there's factions within the magpies around here. Because, like, I befriended a couple of magpies, and then some other magpies didn't like me. And then they were like having a go at each other at one point and stuff. And I haven't seen the bad guys since. Right? They're so socially, they really are, like, yeah. Because there was a little, there was a young one that I was like befriending and digging up some worms for. Well, not worms. I was digging up like the sort of the beetle larvae and stuff like that, because they're really good for the magpies. Anyone that actually wants to give birds food and you're wondering what you should give them, dig up things, but things that have are really high in calcium are really good for birds. So things with an exoskeleton are really good. They don't even really like the worms. They won't eat them because they're too fatty. You've learned so well, yes. I think you told me that. Yeah, you probably did, definitely. But yeah, no, so I was befriending one of them, and then it had like a sibling or a parent that would hang around and sort of watch a bit. And one day the guardian, its guardian, right, wasn't there, and some other magpie came in and had a go at it, like really aggressive, like not playful at all. And it's kind of quite easy to tell because they can be, you know, they can aggressively play, magpies and stuff, you know, and pet and do stuff. But it's a bit more obvious, right, because it was swooping at it and stuff. And I kind of just went out and just stood there to stop it from doing its thing, and I could tell it was like pissed off. It was like, what the hell? Like, you stopping me, you know? And then eventually the other magpie came back and that one left. It's like the guardian sort of came back. And I haven't seen it since, but it was like really interesting. I was like, man, there's factions or something going on here. Like, this is not like... There is a... I don't know, I hope I've joined the right faction. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, man, I hope these are the ones that keep the peace, you know, that make the... You know, they've got the alliance with the noisy miners, and the Karawongs are like, you know, they're protected from them. They don't let the Karawongs get close, and they're like, yeah. I don't know, maybe I befriended the evil ones. I hope not. Who knows? Oh, that's 8% out of... Oh, that's actually heaps of run speed.
I know Radia would be wroth if we were to abandon...
When the magpies rise up, you want to be on the winning side. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't noticed any issues, though. I haven't been... you know, I occasionally get strange-eyed by a magpie walking around, and I'm kind of like... Don't. It's like... You don't know anything. You don't know who I am. I am friend. We had sprinklers going during the hot days, and a whole family of noisy miners decided they lived with us after that. Would leave their babies to play in our potted plants, and they'd all call us for sprinkler times. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, they're so... yeah.
My elves prepare for another skirmish. A strike against the ruins of Dunanglaw.
Okay, I want to ride back. What did I miss anything? What in the Snow White? We also have a raven that asks for eggs. Oh, that's... Did you have to move, Poison? Did that happen? Oh. So put these on. You did, yeah. So is that... Have they found you? have they followed? It's like one day they're just all there. You're like, what are you? Oh, because you do it where you work, don't you? The miners do not follow, but we reckon the Ravens friends know us. True. Miners don't really go far at all, so they couldn't even if they wanted to, right? The enemies here. You're befriending the doves? That's nice. Still have ravens asking for eggs. That's why I love noisy miners. I think they're misunderstood. Yeah. Yeah. And I think by the sounds of it, like, you know, one, there's the whole thing with the common miner. They are nest stealers, the common miner. So, you know, it's like misunderstood that the noisy miner could be also be nest stealers, but they're not. Okay. But I feel like maybe they're like a bird that's affected a lot by like hierarchies of birds in areas, you know, so you like, but they're very sweet. I've found miners to be very sweet. But yeah, it's interesting to hear that. Some animals are just really territorial. And I think it just depends on the territory, right, as well. And like, yeah, how territorial they actually have to be. Oh! I wasn't ready for that. I forgot that the thing's hard. I forget. There. They do chase other birds, but I don't think they're villainous because of that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's just general bird activity, right? You know. That's the thing. It's like there's a line there, and the line is crazy mad kookaburra squealing and yelling manically while flying around with the baby in its mouth. That's the line of bird. Like, all right, yeah, get out. I don't care. I don't care how, you know, territorial you need to be to protect your people. What? Get out. But yeah. They can be annoying, but I don't like how people hate them so much. Yeah, and I think that's like we've had that in this area around us. Like, there's a couple of people that have been very like opinionated about it, and it's just very strange. Like not just being like, I think they're this. Like, that's fine, obviously. But people that are like genuinely like upset and like, oh, how horrible, and should get rid of them all, and you know, it's like, what are you talking about? Like. Crazy stuff, right? Yeah. Good for you. That's not hardcore. Yeah, yeah. We're relaxed. We're a lot more relaxed nowadays without the hardcore. They chase more than birds over here, really. Do they chase you, or do they chase other things? Because I have never been chased by a bird before, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like either you might have a curse on you if you get chased by birds, or they just don't like the cut of your jib. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, alright. Yeah, you have done something wrong, I think, Radar. Yeah, that's the problem. The problem isn't the birds. That's the thing, man. Nah. I don't know how you could have done something wrong. You're such a bird lover. That's sad. That's, you know, I feel like a lot of people are affected by that. And it is just a territorial thing, man. It's just like in your area, the birds just must, it's not you. It's like there's some other person in your area that hates birds, and he puts out all this negative energy, and then it comes back, you know, and then the birds are like, all humans are bad. That's exactly what's happening, right? Because we live in a Disney movie world, and that is true. So that is how things happen. Yes. Maybe you had a scary hat once. They aren't so bad about me, but they hate my dog. Ah, with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. True, dogs. Yeah, okay.
Megawannen.
What do you need?
Yeah, that's annoying. That's must be a racist dog. No,
How can I be of service?
that's so mean.
Mind my words, traveler.
He hasn't. Yeah, no. He hasn't. He hasn't had a single thought his entire life. Have you seen a picture of him, Poison? It's so funny. They chase the cats around, yeah. But also, like, I feel like it's not the bird's fault, it's the dogs and the cat's fault. We put these random animals in this environment that they don't belong in, and we expect that, like, animals are just going to be okay with that? Nah. Yeah, nah. You know? It sucks. But I've got a steak to eat. Ooh, enjoy your steak, man. I had an evil pet Yabby once. Some pets are just mean. Oh, Jeffrey wasn't mean. I don't know. Just personality, you know? Just strong personality.
Will you lend me your ear?
Right? She ate her sister. Strong personality, you know? Yeah, yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah. Just really strong personality, that's it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no. Some animals are just evil. Some things just are evil, right? That's it. But we can't assume things are evil. That's the lesson to take away from today. What did we learn today? You don't assume, right? Okay. Can we get around this secret back way? No. She would literally bury my pretty decorations and sat on my plants. That's funny. See, now that's just comedy. Defeat Scrum and Ökoslam. I feel like I somehow said that perfectly. I did not expect to say that name perfectly. Probably just how he says it as well. Taking lunch, AFK for a while now, see you later. All good, Harold, enjoy your lunch. If I'm not back, because we may have a shorter stream, I hope you are well and you stay well. Yeah, we may not stream too much, we might stream like for another hour. And then I'll probably jump off and have an early bed, because I'm tired. I feel like I haven't even made like any progress in Lotro. Because every time I start a conversation, you can tell when I'm tired and I start a conversation, I can't play game. Oh, come on. Nice. When I'm not tired, I can play game and I can have conversation. Alright, we're gonna take out this guy. Let's try to actually do proper rotation. Oh. What? You what? Bro just knocked me out. Damn it. Right, had to do that with my healer there. Rip the bro, but hey, you got a second life? Yeah. Ain't a hardcore character, man. So where was the first time we died? We died in like Fornost, like level 20, I think, the first time on this character. We wouldn't have made it far. Should do some more hardcore sometime. I might do a new Bjorning run sometime soon.
What do you need?
It was fun. I think I'm like ready to go at it again, even though it hasn't been that long since the very starting areas, but we got this character through Moria now, which is good. We're through the threshold. So now it's like if we make it past Moria on a hardcore character, it's like, yes, you know? And we're currently doing stuff. Here's the thing as well. I'm researching right now. You know, this character is where we're researching because it's like I'm pretty confident in levels 1 to 50 of knowing stuff because I've done it a lot of times. After that, things are a bit different because there's lots of different areas. Some areas that I haven't done because I just did the other area instead, right? Like, for example, now we could be over in Edenrath right now doing quests. Edenrath is level 60 to 65. It's the same level as Mirkwood. So, yeah, we are researching because, you know, like, we're figuring out things. I'm trying to think of things we've found, but I think there's a couple of moments that we were like, oh, yeah, this is, you know, like, for example, this camp. I now know that guy was actually quite hard to fight. Like, genuinely. So he had a big slam attack that like just destroyed me. So yeah, we'll come back at a hardcore. We'll be a bit well versed in what's going on. I'm so glad how much Lotro you can play. You can just keep going. Exactly. Yeah. That's what this character's all for. It was a bit of a long-term investment thing because like I know it's not super entertaining watching the same leveling that we just did on the Bjorning, but I wanted to just get this character started, so we're here, and now we can just keep going. We've got so much. It's just going to go on, and I think I should really take my time with it as well, and just play at my own pace. Yeah. But specifically how you can keep going. Oh, as in, I don't have to stop, like, you know. Yeah, I love it. I love it as well. I love it because I can, and it's probably, and you know, and it's more fun as well. But yeah, I also like it because I like to chill out in Lotro as well. Like, I wouldn't, if I was doing hardcore, I wouldn't have streamed tonight, Lotro tonight if we were playing the hardcore character. I would have just been like, yeah, I'm too tired. I just can't stick with something that long, so it's awesome to see. Yeah, true. It's nice just to vibe it out, and I think I actually need to slow down a bit, I think. Because I've been kind of getting a bit too excited for what's coming, and I think I need to slow things down and focus a bit more on what's happening. Like, I've done all these stories before a lot of times. It's not super like, I don't find this storyline super interesting. Bazog stuff.
Make your bonnet. Mind
But
my words, traveler.
I would enjoy to slow
Stay a
things down a
moment.
bit.
Stay a moment.
One day I'll get above level 35. Look, I mean, you're high level than Radar is, right? That's and look, that's kind of hard to beat. You know, it's a hard number to beat. I think, what is it, like 1 or 2? Okay, what's in the pact? Yeah, that's. It's actually a hard balance because I've been thinking, like, I want to kind of slow things down on this character a bit, like be able to focus more on the stories that happen, make the so it's a, you know, enjoyable to watch, especially for the YouTube. So there's some things happening and stories unfolding and that sort of thing. But also at the same time, I'm like excited to have a character that I can play with other people and do things, and like I'm excited to get this character up to a high level so I can like go back and like, you know, help, you know, some like, I don't know, some people in chat if someone, you know, wants to farm like a boss or something, or do some dungeon or needs help with something. Like, I just like the idea of having a character there and eventually then having them at the maximum level to be able to like try some of the raids and that sort of thing, you know, and get into that, because I've never really gotten into that before, and I'm just like, I should try it. It's like, I love Lord of the Rings Online. I kind of always had the opinion about it that it's not really my thing, but yeah, I don't know. I've never felt like as much of a need to have like a character that is max level to play with people. I mean, my whole life I've kind of played Lord of the Rings Online as a single player game with unpredictable NPCs everywhere, right? That's kind of how I put it. But yeah, like,
How can I be
and I have a couple of characters that are high level that I could have like leveled up and gotten to that point, and then by now I'd already have a character at like max level and to do stuff, but I wanted to start a new journey. I wanted to treat like, you know, streaming and that is like, this is like a new character, a new journey. You can follow this from level 1. You know, it may take a long time. It's a big series to go through, a lot of hours, but it's all there. You know, you can go through, it's archived. For me as well, like, I love looking back on things I make and do, and it's kind of like archiving stuff for me in a way, you know? So I can look back in that, you know, in 10, 20 years or whatever, and there's a full series there. I'll probably watch them back myself, you know, just to be like, oh, that, I remember that, and I remember, you know. Spiders. But yeah, so this journey, Tales of Beveridge, you know, that's what we called it. It's a full journey, right? From beginning to end. And it's all there. And eventually, ideally, you know, if I finish the game, which, you know, as an MMO doesn't happen, but it'll be good. Oh. I just had a realization. I've just lost my complete train of thought, because I just had a realization. The professions. Ancient iron ore I need. Ancient iron ore. Hey Az, hello, welcome in. You don't have required quest point. That's weird. Don't do that. A level 2 spider. Ooh. Oh my god, Az. Hardcore run still running strong. What? Oh man, you've got that. You got it in the bag. That's great. I love actually. Oh look, guys, our mobs are here. Lovely. That's nice. Little mob delivery. Spiderling. Already defeated a spiderling as well. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, nice. It's cool. I feel like the hardcore poison. Oh no. Poison is my opposite, yeah. The hardcore run is kind of viable in the way because it's like once you start getting some levels, things should start evening out better. But the early on it is a bit tough because it's very much just up to yes or no, this or no rolls. Should happen a lot more later. I think once you get to level 10, when you get to level 10 it's like the new hurdle. It's like whoa, now because you're gonna start getting like crazy new guys coming in, and you're gonna not be getting as much XP from the lower ones. Because I think once you get to like level 5 or 6, you will stop getting XP from those level 1 guys, like the wild boar and the wolf and that sort of thing. So yeah, there'll be some kind of stopping points in that way. So yeah, curious how that kind of balances out. Man, that's a big spider. Ha-ha. Just got lit up. Where are we right now? Muzzling the pack. Defeat Blackmore. Okay. Through there. Can't wait for my rematch against the Stonehide Troll. Oh my god, yeah, it's like preparing all for it. That was insane, man. I can't believe he called that. I was explaining it to someone, that happened, and I didn't really know how to explain it because it's like the whole chat Twitch thing. Like I was explaining to someone that didn't even really understand Twitch, so it was like, okay, and there's a chat block because you could type a thing and da da da. But yeah, what was I saying? I was just like, it's like saying 7 black, like on black or whatever, or like betting on a single number on the roulette thing. That's how I explained it to them. It was like, that's pretty much what happened. Like you were just like, yep, roulette number. Hey Ludo, welcome in. Oh, and it worked with the exclamation mark adventure straight away. I don't know why that didn't work when you came in as and did it. So strange. But Ludo defeats the Plains Wolf. Nice. Encounters a level 1 Plains Wolf. You got 3 gold as well. You did it, Ludo. You won a battle. You're now level 2. Alright. Thank you for the bits, my dude. Cheer, cheer. 3 gold, true. What is that a rule? Everyone, how much gold everyone gets, they have to donate bits for the gold? Is that? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's just kidding. Just kidding. Love it. Yep. Unbreakable, and it didn't work straight away for Unbreakable though. Type it in again, Unbreakable, and it will work. That's really strange. It worked for Ludo, but it didn't. Welcome in as well, Unbreakable. Hope you're doing well. Oh, the 30 seconds. Oh god, I hate that so much, isn't it? What if someone else types it in? God, that annoys me so much. I've got to fix that. But this is good. This is good. This is more information. Now there's something weird happening. Now I have my next lead. God, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? All right. Let's go! Exclamation mark adventure. Let's go! Oh my god! Unbreakable against the level 4 rogue bandit. Oh my god! Whoa! Yeah, that dude. 11 gold. Yeah. Dude, because you're probably still level 1, right? Even if you're like level 2, you're also rich. Yep. 2 defeats, finally. Yeah, there you go. Finally pays off. Nice. Yeah, that's the that's the thing with chances. You roll. It's like it paid off. Now you've got more gold than some people, even though you've only got like 1 kill. It's great. That's the joy of the gold thing. Now we're just gonna find because gold's kind of like a high score at the moment, but eventually we'll do some things. I think what I'm gonna do is implement a duel thing, so like 2 people can duel each other. You can do like exclamation mark duel someone else, and then you both roll against each other. So you'll want to kind of like negotiate with what level you are and stuff, and try to fight someone like at your level. But I feel like I want to include a thing where you can put like up a sort of a bet or an amount, like you put some gold in for the fight. So someone someone might be like, I want to fight you even though you're higher level, and I'll put, this much gold, you put this much gold, like risk reward. Yeah, that's great. That's a hard roll as well, because if you were level 1, you were level 1. So what did you roll? You would have rolled, you could have rolled. If you rolled like a 6, you would have had like 7. They would have had to roll a 3. Sorry, a 2 or less. If you roll a 6. Yeah. Pretty low odds. A game that's played in the tavern. Something like darts. Yeah, it'd be cool to think of some other... That would be interesting. Maybe I can think of another command that's very simple that uses the gold. Like, exclamation mark tavern. Literally. And maybe there can be like a list of different things that can happen there. Maybe there can be like a shop event. Or a bandit event where they steal some of your gold. Or, I don't know, maybe but you can go to the tavern or something, and then it just generates, I don't know, what would you use your gold on? Did I tell you about the level 1 Lotro sparring tournament I did? It was so much fun. Sadly, I only had a few people interested at the time. Oh, when was that? I think you told me about one you did a long time ago. But was this a more recent one? Because if you ever do one like that, hit me up, man. I'm definitely down to a while ago. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. If you ever do something like that in the future again, yeah, I'd love to join in. That'd be fun to even just watch and showcase. Buy a drink, win a game of dice, get pickpocketed. Yeah, something like that, right? It'd be cool. Similar, so it's you do adventure for a random fight, and that's how you can, you got a daily adventure that you can get gold with, and then something, something else there. It's hard. It's hard to just not start thinking crazy. Just kind of Should make a video game, shouldn't I? should.
What do you need? How
Nah,
can I be of
this is a
service?
video game, though. Twitch chat RPG, or what we got to call it. It's not Twitch chat RPG because it works on YouTube as well. Proven today. Beveridge, I think was the good name. Do you like Beveridge? What we're gonna do here? Uncover the mystery of burgle stags. Burger stags. Burger. Cover the mystery of the burger staz. Burgers. Is that it? Found the deserter's note. Lovely. Defeat bats. Defeat wolves. Cloud of bats. Where's that one? Over there. Okay. And then we just got to defeat wolves and defeat bats. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Dun, 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 dun. There's wolves as well. Some different ability. I feel like I was actually just thinking I might change what sword we have on, because Europiro gave us a heap of cosmetic items. Absolute legend. Where is it? In our wardrobe, right? Yes. So I was thinking I want to put on a different weapon. Now I don't think I can equip the swords. Yeah, so what? So yeah, with a sword, what did I have? Oh yeah, I had this one as well, and there's also the winged blade. Let's use the winged blade for a bit. Or maybe this. I like this. Yeah, this is nice. Use the moon sword, the moon and stars sword. It's cool. Got to swap them out every now and then. You know, don't want them to get rusty. Wolves, wolves, wolves. Yeah, buy a drink, win a game of dice. I was just, yeah, God, it would be really cool that. I was just thinking, like, to keep it simple. The best way to keep the things with the command simple, right, is like already the exclamation mark at like collection and the exclamation mark character being separate is kind of, it's too much, I feel like. Because thinking in advance, like I'm trying to think a bit intelligently with it as well, so that like if it gets a lot of use, if it's being regularly used, like, you know, what if we get lots of people that just like to use that and come in and do it, you know? So I want to make sure it doesn't take up lots of space in the chat. So having like a single command thing seems like to be the best way to go. I don't want commands where like yeah, I don't know, like commands where you have to like type in multiple things, like, because my initial idea was like choose your own adventure thing, right? And I was like, oh, okay, you adventure, and then it'll be like, you see a door and an alleyway to the left. What do you do? And then you can, you know, choose stuff, right? But I was like, that's no, we can't do that. Like, we can't have actual interactivity in the chat in that way because it will take up way too much. But having a single command that can generate like a scenario and a fun little thing was still perfect. So I think like !tavern or something like that could be cool if I can figure out a way to make it fun with a whole lot of possible things. But I feel like a lot of the things in the tavern need a bit of engagement. Maybe, I don't know. I noticed the Twitch viewers keeps bouncing between 17 and 12. Really? Between 17 and 12? Oh yeah, it's on 12 now. That's funny. 5. That's, you know, that's our 5 bounces. Do you not know about our 5 bounces? Yeah, we've got 5 bounces and they just bounce around. Yeah, you know, the bounce. Tacky, hello, I'm watching the stream. Hello. Feel free to add me in game if anyone wants to. Hello. I look over and I see 17 and I'm thinking, hype! And then they all trickle out and we're back to 12. Yeah. It's like, what did I do? What did I do? Wait, is this the cave? No, it's one of those holes you gotta not fall into, staring at the numbers. Doesn't help. It doesn't help a lot. There's been a couple of times where it's like thrown me off too much, you know, because it's like, because I'll look over and I had no idea, and then it says like 20. Like when we were doing Subnautica and stuff, a couple of times when I looked, oh damn it, a couple of times when I looked over to YouTube, it was like 80, and I was like, and then just like froze up and, you know, like, you know, in the moment. So I try very hard not to look at how many people are watching. I feel like that's a good thing to do, I think, as a streamer. It's because of lack of tavern. Damn it, true. They were like, oh, it's tavern. Tavern's not even implemented yet. Why am I even here? I'm here for tavern. Alright. Bev, did you abandon Ark? Kind of. Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, I like it. Well, okay. I don't really play or enjoy shooters at all that much. See, back to 17. What? Weird. I don't know what's happening there. I don't really enjoy shooters that much. I don't play a lot of shooters. I like extraction games though. I got around Dark and Darker and like Dungeonborn and some other things. And so I wanted to try it out because I kind of liked that a bit. But I didn't really enjoy the game loop, and I kind of... It's a very fun game. I guess, what should I say? Like, sorry, the game loop is good. The game loop is really fun. In its core, it's just fun as a game. But when you start playing it long term, I found all the progressional things in it really sucked. I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't want to progress. I didn't want to do the expedition. It felt like pointless doing all this work just to get reset, to then be able to get a bit more XP the next season or something. I I just don't like that loop that extraction games have, and I know that's the attraction for a lot of extraction game players, but I just don't like that. So, yeah, I'll probably come back and have a game or two here and there. It's one of those games that, you know, just like I'll just play randomly. It's a lot of fun. Like, I just enjoy that. The core gameplay loop is incredible. Like, it's especially when we've played and we have the mic open and we're just talking with people, you know. It's a bit dangerous though, isn't it? Because it's like, I mean, last time we played, there's that random guy just like saying random stuff. God. But yeah. We might come back to some Ark though. Yeah. Would you like to see some more Ark? I remember some of the interactions you had on Ark were hilarious. The extraction loop, though, not the best. Yeah, exactly. Like, in the game, running around, the gameplay, the weaponry, really cool. The Ark enemies, really cool. The way you see other players, all of that are so good. And it was fun until I realized what, like, items I was getting. You know, you get a couple of blueprints, you get a couple of things. Then I was playing some solo games and trying to, like, farm to get some items. And then I'm thinking, like, why am I going in to get a cool item to come out just to use it and then lose it? Like, I don't know. It's just hoarding everything for no reason, even though I'm, like, using up everything. Yeah, it was, like, it's just not really my sort of game in that way. But the interactions are so good, and I love that. So I think it'll be a game that I'll come back to, and we'll maybe do like a couple of games of here and there. I'm just curious how 1712 pop up so often. Yeah, for sure. Totally get what you mean about ignoring numbers. Yeah, it's sometimes hard not to, but it's gotten me a couple of times. Like, I'm like, oh. But, yeah. But then sometimes I do need to know as well. Sometimes it's important to know so I can see a trickle in. And, you know, any of you guys are interested as well. Stream Elements is actually already ahead of everyone, but I do have a YouTube channel. All of our series, every stream goes up onto the YouTube into like series of the different games we play and what we do. So if you are interested, go check it out. Really appreciate all the support. If you want to support, go sub to the YouTube. It means a lot. That's what this year is all about. The Dower Shock. So I think we have to go up here. Wait, man, I'm so lost. I'm just all over the place tonight. God, I can't imagine what it's like watching me play. I feel like I just run in circles when I'm distracted and yabbering about something. I'm like, I like blank out and then I come back to reality and I'm just somewhere else in the game. Like, I'm just not even. I thought I was down here doing stuff. What am I doing? Oh. It's an adventure. yeah. When I start a rant, I go on an exclamation mark adventure. That's where I got the idea from. I was trying to get up here. I'm like running around here. Get in the cave, Bev. Get back in the cave. Why did you leave the cave? You found it. It's right here. I walked into it. What? Why did I leave? I died. That's what happened. I died. I'm like, what? I'm trying to think, why did I leave this place? Yeah, okay. Oh. I'm about to die again. I'm about to go. Now, let's not go on another adventure. Anyone want to quickly say something to distract me in chat? No? Cool. Alright, good. Brutal cave, yeah. That was a signature. Oh, it was like a one of those rare, shiny rainbow mobs that I accidentally pulled. He had 30,000 health. Oh, look, a unicorn. What? I'm focusing hard. We're getting back to the cave. Oh, maybe I'll do some... Oh, you know, I haven't been thinking about crafting... Nope. Oh, you know, I haven't cleared my inventory. Nope. Nope. Alright. Now we're in. Now we've got to actually cave it up. Don't you want to cave it up? Want to cave it up? You won't be able to get rid of that. Those debuffs. Lovely. We fight a lot of those Mirkwood in the newest raid. Ah. Read a poem, Kookaburra. Ah. Okay. We'll read the... Is there an evil Kookaburra poem? Evil Kookaburra poem. Oh, there is an evil Kookaburra poem. What poem would you like? Why is that not surprising? Yeah, true. Would you like any specific Kookaburra poem? I feel like we just should read this one. It's a bit long. Any you choose. I do know, well, there's the Kookaburra song. A kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry man of the bush is he. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh. The song Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, and the record company that sued men at work for a famous song. Yes, I remember all that. Do you want me to, I can pull that up and go over that quickly, but yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Let's find a Kookaburra parent. Alright, I'm reading this poem. I looked up evil Kookaburra poem, and this is the poem that we're reading. When time first opened her dim eyelids before the age of joy, before the Sphinx or the pyramids, before the siege of Troy, and before the Alcaringa side in Australia desolate, the Kookaburra agog descried the tangled threads of fate. Scornful he glowered at the strange first dawn, at the strange first stars he scoffed, and he laughed when the veil of life was drawn on his brow to blue aloft. At man and evil and destiny loud pealed his mocking laughter, because high perched on his gaunt gum tree he peered before and after. Though world on wonder world is shuffled, throw fingers of fate forever. Unmoved he squats, this wise unruffled, droll bird of the never, never. And moons slip between each rhyme, but perched on the same gum tree, he's waiting to laugh at the death of time, to mock eternity. And that's pretty cool. I mean, I messed that up. That is a cool poem. That's nice. That is a nice poem. I'm not gonna lie. I like the evil Kookaburra poem. Love it. That was better than expected. Yeah, no, they had some good. I loved the. So at man and evil and destiny, loud pealed his mocking laughter. Because high perched on his gaunt gum tree, he peered before and after. I love that. high perched on his gaunt gum tree. Like, that is like, oh, love it. And so, yeah, let me look this up. Sits lawsuit. So I don't know much about this, only the top parts. So reading over exactly what happened, the Federal Court of Australia has ruled that this happened in like 2010, for anyone that doesn't know, a long time ago. Court of Australia has ruled that Men at Work's famous song Down Under, that's the one, we live in a land down under. That one, right? Infringes the copyright in the 1934 children's round Kookaburra Sits in the Old Gum Tree. And so, yeah, I think what happened, right, was they lost the lawsuit. And they have to pay, it's like 5-cent royalties as part of plagiarizing it. Like, they now have to pay royalties on that song every time it's played to the publishers of Kookaburra Sits in the Old Gum Tree, which is just going to just some random business. Like, it's not to a... Is it really going to the person that wrote the song? No, right? It's going to the people that organized the writing of the song. Yeah. But I don't know much more about that, though. Two bars from Kookaburra were reproduced in the song Down Under and appear once in a flute riff. Yeah. Interesting. I'm trying to even imagine where it is in there, but it's hard to, yeah. How are we still talking about Kookaburras? I don't know. You better make a clip of that. True, of the poem. Definitely, I have to remember. Okay. I'm like 10% steak right now. Oh, dude, that sounds awesome. Don't even. Gimme. If you ever want to make Beveridge happy, steak. Happy. Porterhouse steak. What's your favorite cut of meat? Cut of the old moo. Oh, of the cow, as the normal wording goes. I am a big fan. Like, porterhouse is my favorite by far. I mean, I don't really know. I like there's many other cuts of meat that are a lot better, but in regards to like cuts of meat that you kind of just get generally at like the supermarket or like from a butcher or that sort of thing. Big porterhouse enjoyer, that's for sure. I know it, but I forgot it. I had rump tonight. Oh yeah, true. I think ribeye is my go-to though. Ribeye is good. Yep. Ribeye is like a classic. I feel like classic next to porterhouse. Where do you land between rare and well done? I am a... It kind of like... So... I really like a porterhouse because the thickness of it is nice enough that it's like quite easy to cook and still get to that perfect like bit of red in there, like, or not red actually, but more of like the pink, right? With a like pink like tinge of red sort of thing. But like any other meats, it's really hard to get it like to, you know, get that there without some skill. So but yeah, I'm a medium rare. I'm in between a medium rare to a medium. I'd say I'm probably more on the medium. But I don't know. I think there's, for me actually, because here's the thing, like when you temperature check stuff and you actually look and you do it at home, it's always on point. If you go to a restaurant, it's never right. It's never right. Like what I'll cook is like, you know, medium rare at home is like rare at the place. You know, it's like, and I'm literally checking it with a temperature right there. I know it's perfect. Like I know, so I'm like, I don't really, and I know like restaurants don't temperature check. They just do it. They're good at it, right? Well, most of the time they, for steak that is, they have to temperature check most other things, right? But I think for steak, like, can be done by eye. I mean, literally anything not well done. Yeah, well done, don't like... It depends. So, like, for lamb, I really like well done lamb. I mean, lamb's very different, right? But I like real crispy, you know, like... I normally always cook lamb on the barbecue, so it's kind of hard to not do it well done anyway. But that's a good example of something I like well done. But, yeah, no, steak, like, no way well done.
What do you need?
Yeah, I'd say like medium is my max. But even then, if I went to a restaurant and asked for medium, they just give me well done. It's not me, you know what I mean? It's not, it's actually not that in between. It's very, you know, sometimes there's a couple of seconds between taking it off that does that really. Like, depends on the heat of what you're cooking on, but, you know. It's kind of, I find it's kind of hard to actually do that. I don't know, what about you guys? What's your, where do you land in between rare and well done? Level 4 Rogue Panda? No, Ludo! No! Wait, did you do one earlier? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, Raider. How many goblin brutes have you got? I feel like you've had like 3 of them. What is happening? I just realized you used your thing earlier, right, Ludo? I think it let you do it again. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's weird. I wonder why that happened. Why did that happen? Shouldn't have happened. Yeah. Because you did one earlier, right, Ludo? I think... And you won a battle earlier, right? I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Why has it done that? That's not good. I will rectify that battle there, though. Ludo, just so you know. Thankfully, it was a loss. But if we have anything like that, I will be going in and fixing things. To make sure things are fair, obviously. Just trying to think why that happened. Maybe because it allowed him to use it straight away rather than having to re-roll. Good point, Unbreakable. That's a good point, actually. The fact, because it did work straight away. Oh, man. Why is it so hard to figure out bugs with... Oh, I've got to move things over to another bot, don't I? Let's see what everyone's quest points are. Okay, one quest. That's fine. Let's see. Consumables, quest points, bigger than 0. Bigger than 1. No one has more than 1. So no one's got more quest points than 1. Okay, so it's not extra. What time does it give a new adventure point? I have it set up. Just checking that quickly. So, your first message of the day. I'm just checking that's right. Do you think they can stack? No, I don't think they can. They should. I just checked that. It is capped at 1. It can't go more than 1. Like in Mix It Up, I've set that, so it should be capped. And I think it is. It still is. So it's not that. It gives a quest point to someone when they have their first command. Maybe it ran the command first. Yes. Do you know what I think what happened? It ran the command first. It didn't trigger. No, it ran the command first, and then it triggered chat user's entrance command, which is the Mix It Up thing, and then it gave you back a point. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I reckon. I don't know why it did in that order. But yeah, weird. Sanguine though, with the win against the Wild Boar. Woot woot. Love it. It's so weird that it did allow. So strange. Aventura. Yeah, you can try it again if you want to, Ludo. It won't work this time though. But I think that's why. Sons of the Forest. Such a good game. Oh yeah, Kookaburra, why do you scream? What troubles you up there high in your tree? Kookaburra, I must scream loud, else the demons break free, and the world be devoured. Right. Always wanted to play this game. I think there's a new one coming out, isn't there? Yeah, there was a there was a trailer for it or something, and it's like you're in space or something, or you're in like some alien planet. Very different setting, which is kind of interesting. It's cool because the forest, the first game, is great as well. Like I would suggest if you're gonna play Sons of the Forest, play the forest first. The story kind of is connected. It is a different game. Oh. Damn it! Aventura is translated adventure, true. But yeah, the forest, like play the first one as well. It is a bit of a different game with the way that the game works with sort of building and stuff. So it's kind of cool to go to the second one after it. But yeah, then the second one's kind of... But the first and second are quite similar in those ways of the setting. The second one gets a bit more sort of strange sci-fi in some ways, but it's still like on an island, you know, like on Earth. But yeah, Sons of the Forest, or the Forest 3, or whatever it's been called. The trailer for that was insane. It was on like a spaceship or something like that, and then like it's crazy stuff happening. Cool. It could be interesting. I think that's a great idea because it's like, I mean, what if they do Sons of, like, if they do the Forest 3 and it's just the same thing? It's like, okay, we've had the same thing too many times. So it's why at least the Forest and Sons of the Forest are different enough for me that I think they can be enjoyed differently. It's kind of different games, but they are very similar. Sons of the Moons, yeah. I have both, but just don't got nothing to do with. It feels like it would suck alone. It's a different experience alone, but it's just as fun in a different way. It's really hard alone, and it's scary as crap. It's like a horror. It's a straight up horror game. Playing with other people, it's easy, and it's no longer a horror game. So it's actually very kind of, I don't know, like the solo experience is a bit different. I quite enjoy some of it, but I've gotten very far solo before. But I finished the game like twice with others. I was talking about the background noise of the playthrough, not the game. Oh, did you mean sounds of the forest or did you mean sounds of the forest? Because that's so funny. Because Sons, it was a very random thing to say. I was thought, oh, Sons of the. I was summoned to the Terraria server. I'm gonna be playing half attention. All good, all good. Now, actually, that reminds me, guys. Inatic as well. Hello, welcome to the chat. Hello. It reminds me, guys. So we've got currently 2 events to organize that we've reached for our sub goals. So we have the Discord movie night, and we have the community games night. Discord movie night is happening next weekend on the 7th. If you head over to the Discord, there's an event in there on the Discord. You can check that out. We're going to be doing a marathon of the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended editions. So it will be playing all day from like 12 p.m. like lunchtime my time to like 12 in like 2 hours from now, essentially. So it'll be like for, you know, because I think it's about 12 hours. I haven't fully like calculated timing yet for it, but generally when we'll start it. Yeah, it's just going to be on Discord. You know, if you're welcome to just pop in, even watch for a little bit if you want to. I'm just going to be there the whole time chilling out. Not going to be chatting or anything like that. I will have, or like voice chatting, but I will have a text chat there set up. So if we want to like chat about things, talk about random stuff, or if you guys want to jump in the voice chat on Discord, you're more than welcome to as well. But yeah, oh my god. Nice sword, is that a skin? Sounds like a song. Sorry, true. Yeah, no, all good. Is that a skin? Wait, nice sword, is that a skin? As in, wait. Oh, wait, in game? Wait, which one? Which sword? Wait, that one? That one? Or this one? Yeah, in game. Yeah, no, nice. It's and I'll put the helmet on in a sec. It is our good friend Puro gave this to me the other day. Gave us a couple of skins. Where is the wardrobe? There it is. Sword of the Night Sky. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Really cool. And this was another sword, like the winged sword. Now, where was the one? Looks cool. Like, yeah, you got some, look at these, and this was another cool sword. This sword we've been using for a bit, but I just swapped it out. I really kind of want to use like this axe or this mace. But I need to change my item to be able to use it. Yeah. Alright, we're putting on the helmet. Ludo is redeemed, put on the helmet. we're gonna do that. And what is the... We're doing for 3 hours. Alright, so we are going to jump off soon. I'll probably finish up my quests here. And then we're gonna jump off for the night. We normally stream for about 4 or 5 hours, but I am stopping a little bit earlier tonight because I'm very tired. Need to get that +1 protection. My beanie isn't really working with it, so we're gonna go beanieless. Where is it? There it is. Right. Okay. Have you used that outside the room? No. No. I mean, it's dangerous. I couldn't, like, it's something I couldn't use at a LARP or anything like that. Yeah, because it's a replica directly from the movies, from the 300 movies, of the helmets that they wore on set. So it's made exactly the same as the helmets that they wore on set. So it's full metal, weighted, has an inside thing so that you can change it to your head shape. It's not active at the moment, so that's why my eyes kind of look a bit weird sometimes, but you can make it so it sits like kind of like that. So it's a lot more sort of a comfortable sort of look, right? Obviously when you look like it's a bit all over the place. My nose isn't but yeah, no, I haven't worn it outside because it's like this. That's just a huge bit of metal. It's hollow, but that's just like a massive. It's not sharp, but it's like just a big ass bit of metal. So I play a warden with sword and shield. That's why I asked. Don't have a sword skin for now. True. Well, this skin I think is a two-handed. Yeah, it is a two-handed. There, like, I feel like, was there... I think there might have been a one-handed that they found me. Yeah, because as a captain, I mainly just have two-handed stuff. But I think there was a really cool one-handed that that Pura gave me. There was this mace. I wonder if... Can you cosmetically make that as a one-handed, or is it stuck as a two-handed? No. Because you hold it in one hand. You still hold it in one hand. Alright. One more bat. I think there is a one-handed version. Yeah, true. Well, it's a cosmetic item, isn't it? So normally there is like counterparts for them. Oh, you recorded your Kookaburra poem? Oh, cool. I'll give it a listen after stream, man. Did you write that Kookaburra poem? That Kookaburra poem that you wrote, it sounds like very reminiscent of some other Kookaburra poem that I've heard before.
What do you need?
Level 63. Nice. It's basically an axe edge if you charged head first. Yeah. Yeah. Well, in the movie as well. Now this is a replica from the second 300 movie, not the good one, right? But I didn't have a real choice. It's not like they had 300 original replicas around. It's not really a thing they did then. But for the newer movie, it was a bit more mass-produced, so the designs of it and that sort of thing are reproducible. But this is from the second one. It's like, I forget the character's name. One of the main characters wears it. But in a part of the movie, I think like his helmet gets thrown off, or he takes his helmet off and he just bashes someone over the head with it. Literally with that bit. Like it's just this moment he grabs it and just uses it as a mace. So yeah, no, this is it's a replica. It stays inside. It stays inside on my head. Well, inside. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Harold. Welcome back. Yeah, because you were talking about a spooky Kookaburra poem. I love it. Want to make something nice and short? Yeah. I love it. Welcome back from ads, everyone, as well. Welcome back. I'm just going to finish off these 2 quests, and then we're going to jump off for the night. Still doing side quests. I have 4 alts just doing epic. I'm doing the side quests here. Kind of just got distracted doing them. But I think I had to do the chapter 4. I got to do the skirmish for the next book thing. I really realized. Oh. Let's make sure I have all my buffs activated. Big guy. Yeah, let's get him. Get the big guy. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh. He did a lot of damage to me. I think I'm in dire need of a gear check. I don't think I've assessed my gear for a long time, and I've kind of just thought, I'll probably get enough from questing and this and that. No, I have not. No, I have not. Yeah. Even like my legendary weapons, I may need to upgrade stuff a bit. Ooh, I didn't realize how low I was. Okay. Let's use that heal. Idol of the Necromancer. Ooh, spooky! Oh my god, who could it be? Who's the Necromancer? We'll never know. Spoiler alert, yeah. Yeah, if you rearrange the words of the Necromancer, you rearrange them, it actually spells out Voldemort. Yeah.
How can I be of service?
Done. Turned in.
Stay a moment.
Talk to him at the haunted inn. Lovely. Now we're up to the haunted inn. Just wanted to work my way up here. Now we're going to be a little bit cut short from this area in the future. I'm just kind of leveling through as we go. But once we get to level 65, in fact, even before then, maybe like halfway through 64, I'm going to go out and try to start the Grey Company quest line. And maybe I'll actually do it at 65, and I'll just put my turtle, my tortoise XP restriction thing on, and we'll do all the introductory quests going around Eriador and everything, and then we'll be 65 fresh to go into Dunland and just go from there. And the story's going to be a bit more involved at that point, because I've kind of chosen to skip this Moria stuff in exchange for focusing on leveling and getting to that storyline. And then in the future, what we're going to do is I'm going to come back and go through the whole storyline at some point. So I'll come back and I'll go through the Shadow of Angmar storyline. I'm not going to complete any of these off stream or anything like that. We've got all the different epic like book quest lines for volume 1, so we'll like go through that, do it all, and we'll do it at a level that's kind of easier to do solo. So it'll be more of like, you know, just being able to experience the story and the things that happen and stuff. And then we'll move on to do the Moria stuff. But while we're leveling, I figured it'd be good to get into this, the sort of the Grey Company storyline and follow that a bit properly. Taking our time, probably putting on the XP stopper at certain points. Now we're past Moria, I don't really care about using it. Like, I would like to use that more and get more questing done, because there's a lot of areas in Lotro that were in between areas that aren't for leveling, that were for the end of an expansion. So for example, Lothlorien is one of them. Lothlorien is level 60 to level 60. It's an area with quests and you can get XP, but it came out with the Moria expansion, right? Or like or it was after the Moria expansion, in between the next one. But the level cap hadn't been increased at the point it's come out. And there's lots of areas like that in Lotro that aren't actually like designed to level you up. They were just there in between. So that's the perfect time to put on your Tortoise XP modifier, which stops you from getting XP. So I'm trying to figure out this one, Stone of the Tortoise, yeah. So it just disables all the XP you get. So I like to use these in those areas so I can actually go through and play them all and just not worry about the XP, and then turn it back on once you go back into an area. Yeah. I probably just dumped information dumped in tiredness, and I don't even know if that made any sense. Alright guys, though. Girlfriend has arrived, so I must leave. Farewell, Poison. Thanks for hanging around. Thank you very much. Oh, Ludo's over in the YouTube chat test. Oh. Huh. Ludo. Oh no, it's different. It's different. It's different. Yes, you have a different account on YouTube, Ludo. So the way it works, Ludo, is if you have the exact same name you have on YouTube as you do on Twitch, it actually uses the same vice on both. So you can cross-play on YouTube and Twitch pretty much, because it's based off the name that it keeps the information of your levels. But because your name's different on YouTube, you'll actually have a different account. It's like this is your alt account. But it still records it all. You know, so you'll be level 1 and the spider got you. Yeah, so some people might be able to have like multiple accounts. But yeah. Oh man. Oh, Harold. Continuing. I think mine's delayed. My Twitch is just being really weird and delayed. Continuing the gift sub they got from an anonymous gifter. Thank you so much, Harold. Something's been delayed on my side. I don't know if anything's happened, but I appreciate that so much. What's happening? There you go. Yeah, because it's the first thing in chat issue. First message in chat. Oh, I just noticed there's an exploit. If you have the same name on both, you could actually do twice, because the detection for first time chatting is different for either. God damn it, mix it up every time. Hopefully you don't have any people with the same usernames. Oh, well, no, it doesn't. If that happens, it's fine. It just means that you could play on either. It doesn't matter though. But if you want to have like 2 saves, you have to have a different name. That's all I mean. Yeah, no, because it works fine. I took that into account when I was making it, so it would work. Guess I'm cursed everywhere. No. People are multi-boxing Beveridge. Love it. It's like Gantaran the other day. He came in with his post Master Proudfoot, which is his bartender Baggins equivalent, and did adventure with it. It's just, I love that. I thought it was so funny. Imagine like the tavern keeper going and playing. I love it. Happy to follow Lotro Journey's hardcore and all. I appreciate it, guys, and I know, yeah, I thank you so much for hanging out and watching and enjoying the journeys of Beveridge, because you know when we started the hardcore, like that was exciting and fun and different, but you know, leveling, there's many people that do this. There's many people that level in Lotro, and thank you very much for picking me to watch at your allocated time of the day that you can watch me. I really appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, hardcore journey was the best so far. Yeah, I'm with that as well. I'm with that as well. That's why I want to get back and do another hardcore thing as well. I think I just needed a bit of a break, because it's like I need to be enjoying it as well. It's I know it's the most fun, but also it's like I needed to give myself. Well, I had to level this character. We had to go through it all, you know. Yeah. Duel my alt account. Oh my god, you could duel alt accounts? Oh man. But Terra, I started to play today. Nice. Hope you're enjoying your adventures. My next character is going to be a hardcore one. Oh, cool, Harold. Oh, awesome. I love it. We've got to push the movement more. We need to... And look, I'm determined to get a Bjorning to max level. I think I can do that. I think it's possible. I honestly feel like man, I feel weaker right now. On Landscape Difficulty 3 as a captain, this fighting that we just did around here, like, I feel weaker than I was on the Bjorning. And we were on max Landscape. Like... Wow. Bjorning is so strong. Yeah, so strong. And I think it's just the tech there that they have can keep me alive. It's the 2 heals. It's the constant damage reduction on top of, like, as a bear, that counteracts the negativities from the max landscape. It's like everything else, there's too much randomness that could happen. And it was kind of proven from the fact that a twisted one is what killed us. This random thing that I just didn't do my light damage, you know? I didn't cast bees. That's all I needed to do. So, yeah, maybe going into it as a different thing. Alright. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm putting you into a timeout for that. Don't say stuff like that. That's not cool. Alright. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Frostilda, maybe? Let's see who's online. Teleth is online. Ray Teleth. Frostilla? Oh yeah. He's doing Lord of the Rings. Frostilla, true. He's playing Lotro. Yeah, yeah. Let's send you guys over to Frostilla. Cool. I haven't seen Frostilla. I felt maybe I have recently. Yeah, no, I was just haven't seen her around streaming around this time, so perfect. Always like to raid new Lotro streamers. Enjoyed, have a good one. Take it easy. All good saying. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. Yeah, I'm a tired boy, so yeah, I'm gonna go fall over and fall into bed. I'm gonna send you guys over to Frostilla, and we will be back on Saturday, hopefully. We might have a break on Saturday. I'll see how I'm feeling, and just so I can get up to date with some things. But we will be back next week. If not, though, I haven't got any plans to reschedule yet. Go and get some good sleep. Yeah, didn't sleep much. I was up very late last night. Bags under my eyes. All right, guys. Hope everyone is well and stays well, and I will see you all next time. You're unable to raid. Oh. Maybe she has raiding disabled? Yeah, I don't know if I can raid her. Do I have to be a follower to raid, maybe? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see if that works. I've had this happen before. What's going on? Let's see. Slash raid. Oh, no, yeah, she has it disabled. Yeah, no, all good. It's really weird on Twitch. When I do it in my dashboard, it just says error. But when I just typed it in chat, it does say her raid settings do not allow. Yeah, okay. So that's all good. Let's see. I might send you guys over to Talithan. And also Astro. Astro, hello. And thank you so much for the follow, Astro. Thank you. Alright, yep, I'm going to send you guys over to Talith D. He's one of our lovely Lotro enjoyers in the community as well. Playing some Red Dead Redemption. Ooh. I'm going to send you guys over there. Now, he is on a little break. From swords to pistols, yeah. He's having a little break, so maybe, maybe I'll just wait a bit. I don't... Oh! And he's back. Alright. Cool. Alright, guys, I'm gonna send you over there now. Sorry for dawdling on. Everything's lagging now. Now we do have some raid messages as well. Rest well. Thank you. You too, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the support. Oh. So I like to do it in the dashboard because I don't like typing in case I type something wrong. You know what I mean? But the dashboard, I can actually find the stream and click on it. I don't know. Here we go. All right, we're raiding Teleth. All right, sending you guys over there. Also, copy the raid message. Oh, I didn't do that right. Copy the raid message. Copy the raid sub. God, I'm gonna mess that up every time because I do it backwards every time. And copy the sub raid. There you go, guys. We're gonna go raid Teleth. Send him all of our love. We'll see you guys there. All right, have a good one then, y'all. Copy it, copy it, copy it, and ready it. We're not there yet. All right, ready, steady, go. What? Go.